Hello class. My name is Carlos, and I'm here with Sarah and Claire, and we are pitching the Campus Mobility Spin Project. And now, before we get into it, the Spin Project is basically what it looks like. Where we are wanting to implement scooters on campus. So, next slide. All right. So the efforts that'll lead to the listed benefits are obviously the lower transportation cost, reduced traffic emissions, less need for parking lots and spaces, and faster commutes to classes. Now, to go more in depth with that, as college students, gas nowadays is so expensive. So we want to ultimately reduce that cost and reduce the traffic that we have to bypass on campus. Now we know that campus can get really, really packed and parking spots can get super, super hard to find, especially if you're not a handicap. Parking spots are like really, really hard to find. You have to get there early, way before your class to get a parking spot. So I think having these scooters, I know having these scooters will benefit the students in that way because we won't have to look for parking spots. We won't have to miss time in class because we're looking for parking spots. You just have them stationed around campus. You can scan your phone and go. How these spin scooters work is a simple app on your phone, and you can scan the barcode on the scooter. You choose your payment method, and you can go from there. Students will definitely benefit this because, again, like I said, it'll lower the transportation costs, and you won't even have to drive on campus. Essentially, you just park your car or whatever. If you're commuting, you get that scooter, and then you can go right to your classes and be on time without having to deal with traffic, people, and all the things that make you late for classes. Even if you're waking up late, you can get up right out your bed and go to scan that scooter and go right on to the next class. All right, so what is the advantage of getting the scooters for students? I'm going to read off the slide and then I'll go more into depth. Students who decide to commute to college but lack transportation. One, students that live on campus and are interested in alternative forms of transportation. And then visitors who occupy any space on campus, and students that are employed in the downtown Clarksville area. So the first two are kind of obvious. Students who come to college but don't have the transportation to get around campus. Sometimes campus classes aren't so close together. Sometimes you'll have a class by the football field, and then you have to go all the way to McCord, which is at the beginning of campus. And it can sometimes be a drag when you have a class that ends at 11:10 and starts at 11:12, right? So these scooters will alleviate that rush and that time. You get right on the scooter and zoom your way right onto class. And this is not only for commuter students that live on campus, because I know the dorms are pretty far separated from classes. So there will definitely be what is it called? A station right in front of those dorms so that they can scan, pay, and go right onto their classes if they wake up, or if they're just, feeling lazy that day. They don't have to walk all the way across campus. They can just get on the scooter and go. Definitely a great way to input transportation on campus. And then visitors who are coming on campus, if they're taking tours or giving presentations, they don't have to worry about driving their cars across campus or looking for the buildings, because most buildings do not have dedicated parking spaces unless you're on the outskirts of the campus. So that'll alleviate that. They can just take the scooter right onto the class. And then students who are employed in the downtown Clarksville area. This is for mostly people who stay on campus but work there. You can just get the scooter, and the scooter can go as far as downtown Clarksville, a little beyond. But this will allow students to work while in school, because I know times get hard while in school. So a lot of people don't work because of the lack of transportation. So we want to fill that void with this scooter.
Satisfaction. So some of the satisfaction that you'll find by using spin scooters is that they have a base rate and location-based fees. It's affordable for everyone. We have a free helmet program that is offered by Spin also, so safety will never be an issue. Accessibility is very easy also. So each time you ride a spin scooter, you will be charged a one-time fee of $1. In addition, you will also be charged location-based fees ranging from 15 cents to 33 cents each minute. SPIN also provides a free helmet program in many schools and paid student safety ambassadors as part of its 2021 efforts to encourage safe riding practices on campus. And then, according to one survey, students prefer scooters to bicycles or walking around campus because of their flexibility, ease of storage, and convenience. So, how are you going to activate your SPIN scooter? So, basically, all you really have to do in four simple steps is download and install the SPIN app. You're going to use a promo code to get into the app, and then you'll have accessibility, and it's not hard to locate. So the first step is to get the SPIN app and install it. For step 2, you will select free rides and choose your promo codes. Then you will simply press add promo code. So to take advantage of SPIN Scooter's accessibility, you'll only have to follow those 3 simple steps. And then in addition, there are 2 options for accessing the promotional code. The first one is to enter the promotional code you get at the SPIN office, or if you're not local, you can scratch the promotional code off of the back of the card. The last step in unlocking is finding the app on your phone. So it's really easy.
The following quotes are from students who work with SPIN who want to discuss their experience with the company and how it has benefited them in their daily lives. The first student, James Jones, who is an undergrad student at Martin University, states, "Being a user of SPIN scooters has cut my time getting to class in half. Not only are they fast, but the scooters are affordable and easy to use. Earlier this week, I informed SPIN that I was in need of a helmet, and they provided me with one at no charge." The second student is Rachel Cooper, who is an undergrad at Michigan University. "Now that SPIN scooters are available, I have more time to save money for a car and still make it to class. It's a win-win situation for me." Sorry, I'm not a good. So actions specific outlined, these are just the goals that are in place for this project, breaking down the project's actions and highlighting the overall objections of bringing SPIN to campus. The overall goal is to get SPIN scooters across campus for students. We start by determining where charging stations will be installed and advertising them to campus staff and students and faculty. Following that, a mass email should be issued to inform them of how to download the app and how to access these resources. Overall, SPIN is a resource for students who want to go to class faster and have access to downtown Clarksville, whether it be for work or leisure activity. It is a more efficient way for students to move around campus and enjoy their local community. Finally, a survey for students and administration might be helpful to help gather data on what people appreciate about the program and what should be altered about the SPIN scooters.
All right, so that completes our pitch about these scooters. We all know that we could use a faster way to get to classes to alleviate the parking. I know I do. And just a simpler way to get around campus. You know, sometimes we don't feel like walking or we wake up late. It happens. We're college students. So these scooters will definitely be a great opportunity to bring that to campus.